Growing up, whenever I had anything go wrong with my body, I always just turned to over-the-counter medication or going to the doctor and getting some type of medication because that was all we knew. And that actually caused a lot of issues. There were side effects, and then also some things stopped working. And eventually my health journey led me to discover natural remedies, which have been so life-changing. And there's so many that so many people don't realize they can turn to. The best part is they typically have no side effects, and while they address a problem in the moment or quickly, they also support your body long-term and often help multiple things at once. We've been really disempowered in how we handle the symptoms our body presents. Symptoms are actually signals from the body. And instead of addressing the root cause, we've been taught to turn to a quick fix. These Band-Aid solutions consist of things like over-the-counter medication, pharmaceutical drugs, and even surgery for things that could be addressed in a natural way and prevent all of those things. Of course, this entire series is about healing from the root, so following the steps that I've already shared will help lessen symptoms in general. But there are also natural remedies like herbs or simple actions that can target specific issues and provide relief when needed. Welcome to Be Youer, where we talk about healing and creating a soul-aligned life of freedom so you can live fully alive and true to yourself. I'm happy you're here. Welcome to the 7th part of the Beyond Band-Aid series, your guide to healing from the root so you can live at your fullest potential. You can find the written posts and the podcast episodes on my Substack, and you can also catch the video and audio here on my podcast, Be Youer. I'm going to use my blog post to guide me through this episode. And a quick disclaimer, if you are on medication from your doctor, I'm not advising you switch to just using natural remedies. Never stop medication without the support of a professional. Ultimately, I'm sharing natural remedies that I and my loved ones have benefited from. So for anyone who's not on medication and simply wants to use natural remedies instead, this is what I do. But you need to talk to your doctor before starting something new. So this blog post is written less like a written blog, and it's more like a resource for you to jump to whatever issue you're having and see what's under that specific issue instead of reading the whole thing. But I do want to let you know that it's broken up into a few sections, and I'm going to let you know what we cover. I also want to let you know that I've turned this information into a free ebook that has basically all of these organized into like an ebook that you can have printed and quickly refer to if you would like. And it also has a cheat sheet that's just 2 pages that has literally everything with a quick jot of different remedies for whatever thing you're experiencing. You could keep that in your wallet or your purse or whatever. And the point is that these natural remedies could save you from using things that in the long run don't support your body. And this could help you have such quick, easy, and low cost relief. So I want you to basically be able to refer to this whenever you're having an issue. And I know when you're having issues, you're not comfortable. So it's not like you want to do a lot of research. You want something quick. And that's why I created it like this. So the first section I have here is all about digestion. I have remedies for acid reflux and heartburn, for bloat, for constipation, and for nausea. The next section is all about skin conditions. So bug bites, skin irritation and burns, cystic acne, cold sores and mouth sores, and dry skin, eczema, and psoriasis. Next section is all infection and respiratory health. So sinus congestion, sore throat, sick, common cold, flu type of things that you would need support from your immune system, ear infection, and UTIs. The next section is all about pain relief and inflammation, back, body, and joint pain, PMS and cramps, and headaches. Then we have allergy support. It's just all about allergies. And then lastly, sleep and relaxation. So it specifically talks about insomnia and trouble falling asleep. In this blog post, if you have issues with any of the things I mentioned, you can just look at the top quick notes section and click on whatever the issue is, and it will jump down to that section of the blog post. That is where I will explain a little bit about what's causing your discomfort and kind of the root cause of that symptom, and then some solutions for it. A lot of them are quick in the moment things, and I will indicate if they're more for long-term relief, but I wanted to give you a couple options and tell you exactly what it is and how to take it. So, for example, for acid reflux, I have here slippery elm bark, marshmallow root, and licorice root. All three of those as powder form are really helpful to soothe and heal the esophagus and gut lining when you're having acid reflux issues. I have seen this in action with loved ones, and it is so powerful. And I write here to mix about a teaspoon of that powder into water and drink it. And I write what it does. It will coat and soothe the esophagus and stomach lining, reducing inflammation and protecting against acid irritation. So again, there's a few options for pretty much everything in here. And I really wanted to include things that I have tried and used myself. And I also did further research to find new remedies, especially for things that I don't commonly have an issue with, but I know a lot of people do. And it was really nice to create this because I think it's something I'm happy to share with my family and friends and my clients and anyone who follows me. I just think that these things can prevent so much needless suffering, discomfort, and also furthering hurting our body. I also wanted to give one more example. I was a kid who had so many ear infections growing up, and I would go on antibiotics over and over, and long-term overuse of antibiotics is so damaging. Even one round of antibiotics can be damaging, but thank goodness we have antibiotics in this modern world to help us when we need them. But why would we take them if there are other things that we could be doing? There were so many times as a kid that I could have just never had to even touch the antibiotics, but nobody was even informed in my family about these options. So I have had an ear infection as an adult, and this worked so quickly and so easily and so well. I just did a mix of oil of oregano and olive oil. So I write here, mix a few drops of oil of oregano with olive oil at a 1-to-3 ratio, and place a few drops of the mixture into the affected ear. Let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, then tilt your head to drain, and repeat this 2 to 3 times a day. Like I said, it was a miracle worker for me, and I just couldn't believe that something so natural and simple and low cost and easy could be so effective when I used to have to take a whole trip to the doctors, then go pick up the medication from the pharmacy and take these antibiotics and be in pain for a while still. This worked so quickly. And there's other things that you can do too. Garlic oil, which is infusing crushed garlic and olive oil for a few hours, and then you just strain and apply a few drops into the ear for 5 to 10 minutes. Again, tilt your head and drain it. Also, drinking a lot of water and taking probiotics can help that, and I never knew that. So like I said, for all these different issues, there are some natural things, and if they don't work, then you can always use modern medicine. But this is good to be able to turn to natural things as a first resort when they could be handled naturally, and then use modern medicine when it's truly needed. So I also highly recommend checking out especially parts 3 to 5 of this Beyond Band-Aid series, which covers healthy eating, gut health and detox, and nutrient deficiency, because these are major root causes of the issues covered in this post. So addressing them will help improve and prevent these issues long term. So if you do have an issue with anything I listed and you want to use these natural remedies, that's amazing. But also those posts will help you address the root of like this signal that your body is giving you from the root so that you can heal it for good. And even if we're at our healthiest, the body will continue to send signals in the form of symptoms whenever we're out of balance. So addressing symptoms early and turning to natural remedies instead of medication helps bring the body back into balance without side effects or masking the root issue and letting it fester and get worse. So many of these remedies also support the body's overall healing process, so it's just a no-brainer. And symptoms are signals from the body, so even the healthiest person will sometimes need to lean on natural remedies. With all of that being said, you don't need to be extreme. If you're dealing with a severe symptom or find that natural remedies aren't enough, there's no shame in using medication. Medication is a helpful tool in the modern world. We just don't want to use it as a first resort when we don't need to. Remember, the goal is to lessen the burden on the body and support it in its natural ability to heal itself. As always, talk to your doctor before trying any new supplements and use only what resonates with you. Make gradual shifts and try new approaches as you go. The fact that you're researching and advocating for yourself is such a huge step in your healing journey, and it's often the hardest part, so good job. If you do try any of these remedies, please reach out and let me know how they work for you. And if you want more guidance on healing naturally, check out my resources and coaching listed in the show notes and in the blog post. Remember, you can get that Natural Remedies ebook/cheat sheet for free. You also can save 20% on all supplements through my Fullscript store. And Fullscript provides professional grade, high quality supplements. You can save 20% on every single order, get free shipping anytime you spend $50. And these are supplements that are reliable that holistic doctors' offices use and things like that. And I'll have a link to my store again in the show notes and in the blog post. I hope you don't need to refer to this post too much, but for anyone who does need it, I really hope that it provides you so much relief and just so much peace of mind. Thank you for listening. The best way to say thank you is by subscribing and leaving a review. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with someone you love or post it on social media and tag me at KristenRoseXO. You can find all my free resources and current offers at KristenRoseXO.com. That's Kristen with an E. Everything is linked for you in the show notes. Have a beautiful day, and I'll talk to you soon.